Estamos aqui de novo. Vamos terminar este evento pelo... Já liberou o esconde-esconde. Ó, semana que vem live esconde-esconde. Vamos terminar então esse evento aqui de Inazuma. A gente fez os primeiros 2 atos, então agora vai ser o ato 3. E se pá os minigames, vai depender do quão rápido é esse ato 3. Algumas pessoas estão falando que é rápidas, outros estão falando que é demorado. Então, eu realmente não sei, eu vou descobrir na pele. Sei lá, eu faço speedrun, já você é muito lento. Eu não sou lento. Eu faço no meu tempo, tá? Enfim, chat está calmo. Calma, eu preciso ir pra cima. Ai, ai. Ele só lê. Então. E eu nem leio em voz alta. Se eu lesse lendo em voz alta, demoraria muito mais. Eu nem leio em voz alta quando tem dublagem. Peraí, o Reizou quer ser meu parceiro? Não quero. E aí, vai fazer o que, Reizou? Não. Quero fechar com a Kokomi, que eu sei que ela devia estar aqui. Por mim, tudo bem. Você tem alguma ideia até o momento, Reizou? Vai jogar os minigames com o chat? Sim, se der tempo, sim. Beleza.
I want to go back to where we first met up. According to your accounts, you encountered the ghost there and passed out. I believe there may still be some clues there.
Do we really have to go there? What if we're walking into a trap?
Are you worried that she'll be waiting for us? If anything, that would make things easier. My worry is that we won't be able to find her. Honestly, it'd save me a lot of trouble.
Reizou, você é o detetive, Reizou. Eu não preciso te ajudar.
Wow, Hazel, you're fearless.
The more cases you see, the less afraid you become. Let's go.
Beleza. Deixa eu só fechar o mundo aqui, né, rapidinho, porque... Né? Chatão. Se bem que nem, pode ser que nem seja alguém da live, pode ser só um aleatório mesmo. Aí. Aí.
This should be approximately where you first encountered the ghost.
Quest chata? Não acho. Tô achando ela muito do legal. Tô gostando desse evento.
Of course, we cannot conclude whether the woman is actually a ghost.
Eu tô curioso pra saber o que essa mulher é.
But I'd like to go over everything that happened again.
Por mais que seja bobinho, eu tô dando várias risadas e tô intrigado em saber.
Let Paimon think.
Ok.
She warned us not to go near her, and she said if we didn't leave, our souls would become trapped.
Oi, Knight, tudo bom?
Paimon doesn't want to remember that moment.
Chega atrasado. Quem tá chegando agora, seja bem-vindo. Sejam bem-vindos.
And then what happened?
Then everything seemed to get darker, and Paimon started to feel dizzy. There were ghostly flames flickering all
Ela tá
around.
descrevendo pra ele o que rolou lá no primeiro encontro, né?
Paimon saw some sort
Com a
of
moça.
black mist surrounding the ghost, and then Paimon passed out.
Ok.
Based on your account, it does really seem like you've seen a ghost.
Sim.
Exactly. So are you convinced it was a ghost now?
It's possible, but I'm more interested in what she's actually trying to achieve than what she is.
Por que ela precisa estar querendo algo,
Even if she
Reizou?
is a ghost, as long as she possesses some sense of reason, then there must be some purpose behind her actions.
Já parou pra pensar que ela pode só estar passeando por aí, se divertindo? Todos perguntam onde está a fantasma, mas ninguém pergunta como está a fantasma.
Wasn't she after our souls? She said that herself.
I think she was just trying to scare you.
Oh,
Huh?
You think so?
Think about it. If I had the ability to take your souls, then why go to the trouble of warning you over and over again?
É, você tem um ponto.
Besides,
Ela pode ter
a ghost wouldn't
pena.
have allowed you to walk away knowing about the secret of its powers.
That does make sense. Huh. Why didn't Paimon think of that?
Que dia eu vou viajar? Dia 16 de janeiro.
I believe there are only two possibilities. The first is that she wanted to reap your souls, but there was some condition that had to be met. You know, like what we usually call a curse.
Yay!
But if you had really been cursed, then you would probably have noticed.
Ela vai ceifar nossas almas. Tem como perceber que você foi amaldiçoado?
So, this is the
Ia ficar um status, né?
I believe she was just
Ia ficar um
trying to scare you
status em
away.
cima da minha barra de vida, eu ia perceber.
But why would she want to scare us away? Oh, Paimon knows.
Aprendemos com Xiongyu que fantasmas não existem.
Maybe she was trying to get us to quit.
Perto dele realmente não. É isso, né? Ô, chama o Xiongyu aqui. É só chamar ele aqui. Aí a gente descobre se ela é fantasma mesmo ou não.
Oh. Probably not. So why does she want to scare us? Do you have any ideas, Hazel?
Based solely on your account, I don't believe she actually meant any harm. She just didn't want you to stay here. But this evidence alone is insufficient to make any valid assumptions. She could very well be guarding some treasure or covering up a crime.
Eita.
Though, my intuition is telling me that neither of these hypotheses are correct. Let's continue investigating the surrounding area.
Ok. Um Siri fazendo barra aqui? Por quê? Do nada. Algumas pegadas em volta. Contudo, ao impressionar mais de perto, elas parecem pertencer a Heizou e a mim. Será que aquela mulher poderia mesmo ser um fantasma? Olhei por toda parte, mas não encontrei nenhuma pista. Olhei por toda parte. Toda parte, tá? Não deixei escapar nada. Olhando pra cima, existem alguns galhos que são levemente curvados pra baixo, como se algo pesado tivesse ficado pendurado neles. Tira uma foto pra ver se ela aparece. Acho que não.
Have you found any leads yet?
Percebi alguns galhos que pareciam um pouco incomuns.
Some tree branches seem like they were bent by something, but that's about it.
I see. After you left, I took a good look around the area.
Heizou, eu saí por 2 segundos.
Aside from the bent branches, there are
Heizou,
burn
pelo
marks
amor
in
de
some
Deus.
places, but that doesn't really tell us much. If only there was some more conclusive evidence.
Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt.
Oi, yokais. Se ela não apareceu na foto, deve ser uma vampira. Mas ela não apareceu fora da foto também.
You guys, what
We heard you were out
O
searching
vampiro
for clues,
invisível.
and we wanted
Ela
to
bebeu a
help.
potion do Minecraft, aquela da invisibilidade. Night Hawk, obrigado pelo Prime. Já sei, ela é o mercador do Mine. O mercadorzinho. Que daí, como tá de noite, ela bebeu a potion e ficou invisível.
Oh, that's really brave of you.
Actually, we're also really unsure about what's happening here. We
Okay.
just asked the members of Mr. Ito's gang about what happened to them, and it sounded really scary. That lady's
Ué.
either a nasty evil spirit or a formidable yokai. Either way, it's not good.
Eu ainda acho que ela é só uma pessoa normal.
But we still want to hold
Não,
the
minto, eu
Mikawa
acho que ela é o
Flower
guarda-chuva. Não, pera, eu falei alguma outra coisa também, né? Como é que é? Eu falei que ela era o guarda-chuva, que ela ia casar com a gente, que ela era lá se ignora também, acho que eu falei, né?
Uh-huh. We long admired the friendship between Lord Kamai and the samurai,
É isso.
which is why we want to hold the Mikawa Flower Festival, to return the favor we once received from the humans.
Uhum.
Even though our powers are limited, we don't want this bond of friendship to vanish. The Mikawa
O
Flower
poder da
Festival is meant to be enjoyable
amizade.
for everyone.
The
Já.
Shinju Forest covers a large area, so it'd be great to have more help in the
É uma deusa
investigation.
de Celestia? Deve ser. É a própria Hasher do Void, né? É nova. Lançou ontem. É a personagem do Honkai que se perdeu aqui.
Welcome to the team. Let's all do our best to figure out what's going on.
Don't worry, we're very familiar with the area. We won't miss any clues.
Ok. Beleza. Que isso, moço? Ué,
Look what I found down by the river.
ué.
Huh? What is it?
Sem explora que ela é deusa desconhecida.
Is it a scrap of black cloth? I've never seen fabric like this before.
This is a piece of shade cloth.
Que conveniente!
Shade cloth?
Yeah, it can effectively block out light and is used in a variety of settings, including stage performances. There's a rough tear in the cloth, probably caused by a sharp stone, or maybe some branches.
Tô começando a pensar que ela é só uma contratada do Ayato.
Branches.
Suppose that
E
a large
guarda-chuva.
shade cloth was originally hung from a tree, bending the branches. When the shade cloth was removed from the tree, perhaps one of the corners caught and the branches ripped it, causing a small piece of black cloth to fall into the river. Either she
Okay.
didn't care, or she was in too great a hurry. Perhaps she had other things to handle at the time.
But why would she hang shade cloth in the trees?
Fazendo isso, ela podia fazer
I'm
magiazinha.
only speculating, but maybe she used it to create the atmosphere you experienced.
Ela é o irmão do viajante. Ela veio fazer uma pegadinha hardcore.
Let's not worry about that for now. There's still many variables I haven't deduced yet. Next, I'd like to investigate the place where the Arataki gang encountered her.
Oh, I know the way. I asked the gang members where their encounter with the ghost happened when we were chatting earlier. I'll take you there.
Good.
Beleza.
Please lead the way. Let's go find out what's going on.
Bora! Bora ver o que a gangue do Ito tava se assustando por aí. Ele é o poderoso chefinho. Chat, eu não queria falar nada, mas eu tô suspeitando que essa fantasma, na verdade, é o Daniel Molo.
They claim that as they passed through here,
Tá me
the
passando
area
essa
suddenly grew
impressão.
dark, and some ghostly flames appeared out of nowhere.
What a coincidence. We saw the very same thing.
Let's start by taking a look around the area, just as we did before.
É muito leak, cara. É. Cheio dos vazamentos, né?
There's some strange powder in the cracks of these stones.
Pó estranho na rachadura. Desculpa. Tem um pó estranho nas
I picked some
rachaduras.
up and sniffed it to see what it is. And it made me really dizzy. Ugh. I'm so tired now.
Não, isso é de propósito. Isso é de propósito, não é possível. Não é tá, ele ficou tonto. Ele ficou... Tá, menos mal, menos mal. Se ele falasse que ele cheirou e ficou ligado, ficou acordado, aí eu ia ficar mais preocupado. Tá, beleza. Menos mal, menos mal.
Judging from the burn marks left on the scene, the ghostly flames you saw were not created by yokai power.
Ok.
Rather, they appear to have been caused by something flammable. I'm not sure what though.
Ok. Eu acho que o capa cheirou pólvora. Tô começando a pensar isso.
I found some sort of smashed ball under the tree. The inside of it looks like it was blackened by smoke, and it smells like fireworks.
Ele cheirou pólvora, certeza. Olha, capa, se eu fosse você não espirrava, vai que você explode.
Similar scare tactics. And she didn't have the time
Tô
to
começando a
completely
achar
hide
que a
the
Yoimiya tem
traces.
dedo nisso, hein?
I believe we're closing in on the truth now. I'm almost certain that the woman you encountered was not a ghost. She possesses no extraordinary powers. She was merely scaring people with some small props she had set up ahead of time.
Some small
A Yoimiya contratou ela pra fazer os outros competidores desistir e a Yoimiya ganhar a competição.
was absolutely terrifying.
First and foremost, the test of courage contributed to the unsettling atmosphere here. You were initially frightened by your first encounter with these 3 yokai, and then shortly after, you ran
Mas por que a Yoimiya? Porque tem fogos de artifício na cena do crime. E todos nós sabemos que apenas a Yoimiya usa fogos de artifício.
Because you were already tensed up, you were breathing more rapidly and inhaled a lot of sleeping powder that she had sprinkled around the area. That is what caused you to feel dizzy.
Pó do sono?
That's when she pulled down the shade cloth and lit those
Que é
so-called
pó do
ghostly
sono?
flames, creating a terrifying scene. That's the most likely explanation anyway.
So, it was all just a show? She tricked us!
There is, however, still one loose end. The person who commissioned my investigation did become stranded on the beach as a result of
Então,
some
Reizou,
unusual power.
então, a gente já tem resposta
That
já.
couldn't have been accomplished by just a few small props. But if she possesses such powers,
Sacanagens da
why bother
Yoimiya.
with the theatrics?
A Mimir. Eu chorei nessa quest. É aquele ataque do Bulbasauro. Então achamos o culpado. Ninguém mais, ninguém menos que Ash Ketchum.
She can only use props to scare people in the forest, but she can use strange powers on the beach. Huh, I see. I think I've figured it out.
Ela é uma sereia.
Whoa, that was fast.
É um
If we rule
tritão.
out the potential of organized crime, then only one possibility remains. I know who the woman is. Let's go to the beach.
We'll come along too.
No. You should go back and tell the others not to be afraid and not waste their time searching the forest. The truth has surfaced. It's time to put an end to all the unnecessary panic and await the outcome of the test of courage.
Ok.
But please be careful. If you run into any danger, simply call out our
Agora,
names.
cadê
We'll
o
be able to hear you.
plot?
There shouldn't be any danger now, but thank you anyway.
Ai, ai.
Let's search along the cliffside. If I'm not mistaken, there should be a chunk of earth that's unlike the others.
Bora! Que isso, Reizou? Tá divertido mexer nessa pedra?
I knew it.
Ah.
I knew that you would come find me here.
Yes, I can.
There she is.
I come. Eu vim.
Paimon thought you were a yokai like the others, but they said they never seen you before. So, who are you? And why did you try to scare us?
I have already warned you never to speak to me. If you don't leave now, then...
Efeitos de baixo orçamento.
She's terrifying. Hazel, it sure doesn't seem like she's using any props this time.
Don't move. Just trust me. Your yokai power won't scare us. It will only hasten your demise.
Ah,
Yokai power?
Huh? How did you know?
tá, eu
Your yokai
acertei.
that emerged from an object and assumed a human form outside of your own body.
Ela é a desgraça do guarda-chuva.
When this type of yokai is close to its own body, it can use some yokai power, but that ability weakens as it moves further away. And if the original body is destroyed,
Sim,
then
ela
the
é o
yokai that
Molo.
originated from it will likewise perish. Should I refer to you as a Hogoita spirit or Tsukumogami?
Talvez ela não seja o guarda-chuva.
Don't bother. You may call me Hanyuda Chizuru. That is the name I go by now.
Oh, bonita ela, né? Olha esse zoião dela. Pô, NPC mais bonita até agora, sinceramente.
Chizuru, why do you want us to leave? If you're a yokai, you should understand why the other yokai want to interact with humans.
É o Muzan.
Besides, we had a great time playing Akitsu Yugen
Já fizeram essa piada na parte 1 já.
story of Kamai and the samurai.
Yes. That's why.
Que?
That's why I don't want you to be sad too.
Ah.
Sad?
Por que eu ficaria triste?
I'm sure the yokai have already told you of the story about Kamai befriending the samurai. But they don't actually know the entire story.
Ué, o mais bonito é o garoto vestido de Narida, é verdade. Você conhece o Mágico de Pós? Não? Momento histórico. É, momento passado triste, vamos lá. Vamos lá.
The samurai was about 25 years old when they met at the festival. They met again 10 years later and remained friends.
Oh.
They spent time together drinking, traveling, and sparring. When they had first met, they merely respected each other. But 10 years later, they became best friends.
Ai, que
After another
bonitinho.
decade, the samurai had reached the pinnacle of his swordsmanship and won their duel by a narrow margin. Kamai was so astonished by his defeat, he gave up drinking and began training to become stronger for their next duel. However, another 10 years later, Kamai did not meet the samurai. As it turned out, war had broken out in the south, and the samurai had gone to defend the border. Kamai was unconcerned, because 10 years was nothing in a yokai's lifetime. But when they met once again, Kamai discovered that the samurai was already 65 years old. He couldn't believe his eyes when he saw the samurai's gray hair and scars covering his body.
Hey, old friend. Can you still wield the sword?
I'm getting too old to fight. This time, I've come to say goodbye.
I see. Then, how about one last game of Akitsu Hazara?
Ah.
All right.
The samurai gave his best effort during the game, but had to quit halfway through because he was too weak. After putting down his agoita, Kamai remained silent for a long time before letting out a long sigh.
What a shame.
Their friendship started as something they looked forward to, and in just a few decades it turned into regret.
Viver demais é algo triste. Fala o cara que tem mais de 200 anos. Ah, mas pra cada 100 anos que eu passo aqui, passa um ano aí. Então não é como se mudasse algo. E aí?
Lord Kamai's appearance hadn't changed, but his dear friend in front of him had grown old. The joys of friendship gradually gave way to the pain of regret. People often say that those outside the situation
Yoyomi,
can
obrigado
see
pelo salve de
things more
presente pro
clearly.
Danilinho.
And I learned
Obrigado.
a harsh truth after witnessing
Dante tem
all
2
of
anos.
it.
Pera, quê?
Everything that people come to regret is inevitably set in motion from
Eu tenho
the beginning.
24 anos em idade humana e 2.400 em idade de... Eu não sei a minha espécie. Vamos lá, um fragmento de lore de cada vez. Um fragmento de lore de cada vez. Vamos complementando. Ai, ai. Idade de residente da Yggdrasil. Aí, ó. Tá aí. Isso aí, isso aí. É bom que vocês criam lore melhor do que eu. Desbloquear parte por parte. É tipo cena de amor doce. Tem que voltar amanhã pra poder continuar a história.
We yokai are different from humans. We have longer lifespans and different natures, but we share the same world. We interact with one another. We are drawn to one another, and will eventually part ways.
Isso é triste, mano.
When the dream ends, all that is left are sorrowful memories and lingering pain.
Não chore pelo que passou, fique feliz por que aconteceu.
Even a wise and seasoned yokai like Kamai felt sadness when it was time to say goodbye. Imagine what a pure and kind little yokai would feel.
Oh.
Oh.
So, you mean...
I was hiding on this beach, waiting for the last of my days. But those 3 yokai came and set up the Akitsu Yugen here, which woke me from my slumber. I didn't want them to approach humans with unbridled optimism and enthusiasm just because they'd heard the legend of Kamai and the samurai. That would simply be repeating the same mistake.
E aí? Ah, mas assim... A gente continua tendo cachorro, mesmo sabendo que eles vão partir muito antes da gente. Então acho que... a lógica é por aí, né?
Is that why you pretended to be a ghost? To scare all the people away from here?
Tenham tartarugas, chat. Tenham tartarugas. Ou... que bicho que vive pra caramba também? Arara, né? Arara eu acho que vive pra caramba também.
Oh, so you must be the one who trapped that guy on the beach. That was a little bit harsh, don't you think?
My power has become pretty weak now. And most of the time I just use some props I've collected to scare people. I can't show myself when there are a lot of people around. But that jerk was greedy. He wanted to steal the decorations from Akitsu Yugen and sell them for a profit. That's why I used my yokai power. To teach him a lesson.
Mereceu, mereceu.
Ah, so that's what
Mereceu.
happened. You have a strong sense of justice.
Espanca o NPC ladrão.
How did you know the rest of the story about Kamai and the samurai?
It's okay if you don't want to tell us. I've already figured it out. Your true form is this pair of Hagoita, isn't it?
Hagoita? Oh, wait! So that means she's...
The pair of Hagoita used by Kamai and the human samurai to play Akitsu Hazura hundreds of years ago.
Eu pensei nisso, mas eu não verbalizei em voz alta porque parecia muito idiota. Ela é o par de raquete que os malucos usaram há não sei quantos anos atrás. Tipo... Tá bom. Ela é 2 raquetes de ping-pong. Tanto objeto pra ser... Tanto objeto maneiro e tu vira 2 raquetes de ping-pong.
You gradually developed sentience after being influenced by great yokai power. You were the closest
Peraí,
to
quê?
witness their story.
Ela é um objeto que virou vida. Criou vida. Vida. A raquete de ping-pong criou vida. É isso. Desenvolveu consciência.
Even with the yokai power's blessing, the Hagoita have started to rot away after hundreds of years. You can't sustain yourself, so you were forced to rely on
Meu
props to scare people.
Deus.
And if my theory is correct, this pair of Hagoita is also the item we need to find for the 3rd round of the test of courage.
Se bem que... O que eu tô falando, né? A gente já viu uma espada senciente também. Não é a primeira vez que a gente vê um objeto senciente no jogo.
Excellent work. You figured it all out.
Moça! Agora realmente só quem não apareceu nesse evento foi a Sara e a Kokomi. Literal. A Sara e a Kokomi são as excluídas desse evento. Podemos criar o headcanon de que elas estão saindo juntas e fazendo comprinhas? Estão fazendo amizade? E a Cookie, mas a Cookie falaram que ela tá em Liyue. Falaram que ela tá em Liyue. Faz sentido.
Congratulations, little ones. You've passed the 3rd round of the test of courage.
Que?
Miko? And the Shrine Maiden? Paimon thought you went missing.
Que?
I apologize for causing you concern. It was actually Lady Yai's idea.
Well, what did you think? Because fear is induced by uncertainty, the more chaotic the situation, the better. Having the event staff also mysteriously vanish only
O último teste era descobrir que a mulher misteriosa era uma yokai e... Que? Peraí, que teste é esse?
So you're the one responsible for all the scary stuff.
Hitomi,
Ela não tá
go
em
tell the
Liyue.
others that the test of courage
Errei,
has
então.
ended and that we have a winner.
Ah, beleza, beleza, beleza. Quais as chances de alguém vencer isso?
I'm going back to meet with my client. The intent to steal is not exactly a serious crime, but it can't go unpunished. I'll see you two later.
Você venceu.
Miko,
Feito pra
did you
gente.
choose the Hagoichi
Mas não foi nem a
for the third
gente,
round
foi o
of the
Reizou.
test of courage because you already knew about Chizuru?
Foi o Reizou que venceu. Foi nem eu. Fiz nada.
Miko, Lady Yae, you're...
I followed Kitsune Saigu around the Mikawa Flower Festival one year and saw her play Akitsu Hazura.
Ah,
That was when I saw you. You didn't have a human form at the time and possessed only the earliest traces of sentience.
o que seriam os primeiros traços de consciência? Ela falava ai toda vez que batia com a cara numa bolinha de ping-pong? Como é que funcionava isso?
I remember now. You were on Kitsune Saigu's shoulder.
Ah,
I went for a stroll on the beach
eu não
some time
vi
ago and
isso.
sensed a familiar
Eu não vi isso na
yokai
cutscene.
power.
Isso rolou mesmo? Na cutscene?
Though your power was weak, I was still able to find you. You were sitting in a tree, gazing at the tourists below.
Ah, não mostrou, entendi. E aí, Miko bebê no festival. Vamos pensar quão fofo isso é.
I overheard you telling yourself that you must be patient and avoid contact with humans.
Huh? When was that? I didn't notice you at all.
With your powers being so diminished, it was only natural that you didn't notice me. You must have been blaming yourself all this time. You knew Kamai and the samurai became friends as a result of Akitsu Hazura, a game connected to your existence.
At the time, I couldn't take on a human form like this. I had only a hazy sense of the outer world. After they first met at the Mikawa Flower Festival, I felt proud to know that I had left a mark on their story.
Oh, ela era uma raquete orgulhosa.
But after they said their final goodbyes, I could often hear Kamai sighing to himself. I couldn't help but hide, because I blamed myself. When I woke up again, the world had changed. Lady Yae, you are a well-known yokai. You must know many more things than I do. So people meet, become friends, and then go their separate ways. After such a short time, they leave only regret and sadness in their wake. Is it really worthwhile for us yokai to interact with humans?
Why not? Tell me, how did you feel when you played Akitsu Yugen with the Traveler?
Felt happy, but
But your rationality
musiquinha,
told you
a
that it was
musiquinha.
wrong, didn't it? It turns out that there is still another piece to the story of Kamai and the samurai that you are missing.
Ai, meu Deus.
what do you mean? The samurai and Kamai never met again.
Ah, lá vem.
True, but the story doesn't end there. That samurai's name was Yanagibashi Takuto, who also happens to be the founder of the Soran Ishin art. It is believed that Takuto developed this style of swordsmanship while dueling with Kamai, who had also befriended the third-generation heir of the Soran Ishin art, Tominaga Masanari.
Eu não faço ideia de quem são essas pessoas, Yai.
500 years ago, Kamai and Tominaga fought side by side until their final moments, and the sword Tominaga wielded was passed down from Yanagibashi. The regret Kamai once felt had finally been resolved.
Oh.
We yokai are not like humans. Humans have too short a lifespan, and the day will inevitably come.
É o ancestral do Kazuha? Ah, pera. É? O ancestral do Kazuha é Kamai? Eu não lembro mais, mano. Nossa, esses nomes aí demora pra grudar na minha mente.
However, the bond formed by
Arte
friendship will
Shin.
not be broken, but rather carried on in a new form. There's no reason to be upset.
Por que tudo que acontece em Inazuma tem que ser ligado ao Kazuha? Kazuha é realmente protagonista de Inazuma.
You should understand what I mean now.
Hey, compadres!
Ito, what are you doing here?
Ei, compadres!
You told me everything. And I also heard that you won the last round. I even know who the ghost lady is now. Anyway, I had a little discussion with the others, and, Hey, you're that fox lady. Why are you here?
Please just disregard my presence. Now, tell us what you discussed.
Ah, right. All right, listen up. To celebrate the end of the Test of Courage event, we will be holding the Mikawa Flower Festival. I gave it some real thought and realized that it might be kind of difficult for those little yokai to hold the festival on their own. But with my help, it won't be a problem.
Olha.
That's right. Arataki, the one and only Ito, will be in charge of organizing the best Mikawa Flower Festival anyone's ever seen.
E ele bate palma sozinho.
Hooray for Ito!
Ai, meu Deus, ele arranjou mais 3. Ele arranjou mais 3. Tem mais 3 mini yokai na gangue Arataki agora.
Oh.
Can we really trust this guy with the festival?
Hey, what you trying to say? Besides, it won't just be me. Other people will help too. Even my bro Ayato is gonna be there.
My bro Ayato. Mano, eu amo como o Ito não faz ideia de quem o Ayato é, mano. Muito bom.
Everyone's busy getting ready and the festival will be up and running in no time. It won't be long until you can all join the fun.
You're the best, Ito!
É, realmente. Já entraram. Já entraram pra gangue Arataki. Não tem mais. Não tem mais o que fazer. O Ito é nato pra criança, né? Tipo, o cara é... O irmãozão divertido. Eu vi o Ito na frente do Gorou. Eu vi o Ito de frente pro Gorou. Cadê? Cadê a interação do Ito e do Gorou?
It has been some time since I've attended a festival. Fortunately, I brought sake with me.
Paimon's gotta admit, Ito does have his moments. A festival, delicious food, count Paimon in!
E... Você vai se juntar a nós, guarda-chuva?
All right, I'll join. If you don't mind, that is.
Looks like the festival has started!
Yay! Cadê? Isso, eu quero ver. Qual é a interação? Me dê interação.
Ito and Goro, what are you two talking about?
Oh, I was just saying that if I had more time, I'd have built a massive fishing pond here.
Ah.
Fishing? You know, when I lived on Watatsumi Island, I used to just dive into the sea and catch fish with my bare hands.
Ah.
Take it from an expert, using your hands to catch fish is nowhere near as fun as using a fishing rod.
Ele tem um ponto.
Just the other day, I caught a fish so big that I didn't even know how to handle it. I even wrote a letter to Yaya Publishing House about it.
Por quê?
That's an unusual problem to have.
Huh? A big fish? How come you didn't tell us? Paimon could have helped you eat it.
Huh? You wrote a letter to Yai Publishing House?
Lá vem, lá vem, lá vem.
Oh, you bet I did. I wrote to the That's Life column and asked Miss Nina for advice. Ah, she's so amazing. She got back to me really quickly, too.
É isso.
Huh. What a coincidence. I do some part-time work there, and I recently received a similar letter.
You mean the letter was about dealing with a giant fish they caught? No. Could it be?
Ele vai chutar uma coisa completamente... Olha a cara da Lumine.
Could it be that there's someone as good
Eu
at fishing
sabia.
as I am?
Eu sabia que ele ia chegar numa conclusão errada.
Hey, you all go enjoy the festival. I'm gonna get out there and catch an even bigger fish.
Eu tinha certeza que ele ia chegar numa conclusão errada. Eu tinha certeza. Nossa, muito bom. Perfeito. Muito bom, muito bom, muito bom. Nossa, amo. Amo. Amei, amei. Melhor interação do evento inteiro.
Just you wait. I'll be inviting you all to my fish feast.
Ai, ai.
Aw, the string snapped. I was so close. Yoimiya, this is more difficult than it looks. Can you really fish out these water balloons with a string?
É, isso aí é puramente pra roubar seu dinheiro, hein?
Just remember that your hand has to be quick. Yo-Yo Tsuri! Paimon's seen this game in some light novels before. Do you want to give it a shot? Close one eye, aim carefully, and fish it out quickly. Oh, it looks kind of tricky.
Ok.
Paimon will let the traveler try.
Mano, esses negócios de pescaria, tu não tem nenhuma prova de que realmente tem algum peixe ali com os prêmios grandes. Nenhuma.
But Yoimiya, if I close one eye, I won't be able to see anything.
Ah. Ah. Essa máscara é a máscara? É uma máscara ou é realmente a cara deles? Eu fiquei na dúvida agora. Acho que é a cara. Mas... Tá. Tá. Eu tava com preguiça de fazer um design novo. Percebe-se. Hasta la vista, obrigado pelo Prime. Valeuzão, meu querido. Saiu Yayaka dividindo ramen.
Yes, it feels like it's been
Que
ages since the
bonitinho.
last time I had some. You mean you don't get to eat ramen very often, Ayaka? But it's so delicious! Oh, it's you. We'll need 2 more bowls of ramen, please.
Quem é a pessoa que tá fazendo
Food
ramen?
like ramen and hot pot tend to have a lot of oil and salt, so I don't get to eat them very often.
Ah, ninguém. Tipo, tem literal ninguém preparando o ramen delas. Tá tudo bem, Hayaka? Tá falando sozinha? Já foi no de atirar, é mó bom você ter que pegar uma arma e atirar no prêmio. Ah, nossa, é outro que não tem como, mano. Pelo amor de Deus, aquela rolha nunca vai pro lugar que você mira.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, now Paimon totally
Esses
gets fired
jogos
after the pitch into hot pot.
de parque de diversões sempre é furada.
Huh?
Oh, please, no need to bring that up again. Phew, I'm stuffed and feeling a little sleepy. I'm just gonna take a nap. By the way, were there any special stalls at yokai festivals in the past?
Yes, but... well, it's a long story.
Deixa eu desativar não, diminuir um pouquinho o som dos alertas. Porque eu tô sentindo que daqui a pouco vai ter cutscene de novo. Que a Yai falou que ainda tem um pedaço.
Can't believe you couldn't get a single water balloon. You've gotten rusty.
Ok.
Chizuru managed to find
É véspera de Natal. Não é Natal ainda não, mas... É véspera de Natal, chat. Mas se só comemora isso na noite. Não se comemora agora, não. Papai Noel só chega de noite.
A meia-noite de manhã.
He looked like he really wanted it.
But Paimon wanted one too.
All right, then I'll catch one for you next time.
Ah, que bonitinha.
Yay!
Agora é noite. Aí você quebrou meus argumentos. Eles véspera de Natal, chat.
Come on now, this is way more expensive than usual. Even if it is a festival, you shouldn't hike up the prices this much.
Ó o homem aí, o homem pechinchando aí pra variar.
Hey now, it costs money to run a stall. I need to raise my prices to help cover the expenses, you know?
Manter uma barraca funcionando custa dinheiro. É uma madeira atrás. E só isso. A menos que estejam te cobrando aluguel do espaço, mas...
Fair enough. How about 5 masks for 30% off? Final offer.
Ó.
Alright, alright.
Tom é muito bom.
It's so hot. Feels like I'm being roasted here.
Don't get too close. It's better to keep a few steps back.
Igualzinho os eventos de anime.
I know. It's just so rare to see such a nice bonfire. I want to get as close as I can to enjoy it.
There are many beautiful things in the world. There's no need to be anxious. The festival has only just begun.
I was surprised that you didn't even tell your sister. It seems she was quite frightened too.
It would have been uninteresting had I told her what was going to happen ahead of time.
Oi, Ayato. Por que tem melão de lavanda flutuando ainda?
Besides, with her friends by her side, she wouldn't ever be too scared. Having a little fright is good to release any tension she might have accumulated lately.
Everything went according to plan. People started to panic as soon as they sensed that they had no idea what was happening. How amusing.
Yes.
Equipe Rocket!
Well
A equipe Rocket de Nazuma. Cadê a Saiu? Saiu, vem cá. Você vai ser o Miau.
Hey, you two, stop laughing. It was scary.
Muito bom, muito bom.
Have you finished exploring the festival? Well then, are you having a good time?
Sim.
Yeah, it's great.
Tá muito divertido essa meia dúzia de barraca.
The original Mikawa Flower Festival was much more lively.
Com
But
5
even if
pessoas de
you could
público
attend the
geral.
original, you probably wouldn't be as happy as you are now. Because it's always more fun to enjoy a festival with friends, isn't it?
Yes.
Well then, I'm guessing you have something you want to say to her alone. We'll leave you in peace.
What did you want to say to us?
You saw through me again.
Ih.
I can't help but feel you somehow know everything.
It's not that I know everything. It's just that I've been in your position before.
Ok.
Traveler, do you have a moment? I'd like to talk
Ai,
to
lá
you
vem.
alone on the beach.
Lá vem. Ela vai falar que o problema sou eu, não ela. Ai, ai.
Saying goodbye is also part of a festival.
Ó, viu? Já tô me preparando por fora já.
Yes, every celebration must come to an end.
Ah, eu ia me casar.
Quit following me.
Pera aí. Eles falam mais alguma coisa?
Weird. Where did all the fish go?
Don't worry. Let's go try another spot.
Ai, que bonitinho.
Oh, I sure bought a lot of stuff. I'll have to organize it all when I get back.
One bowl of ramen shouldn't hurt, right?
Ah. Poxa, Ayaka.
Oh no! I almost had it.
Nebizila, obrigado pelos 6 meses.
Huh?
Keep trying.
Ok.
Are you enjoying yourself? How about we go eat together?
Isso é um convite para um encontro, Sr. Kaedehara?
I want to become a great yokai, like the mighty Urakusai. Then I'll be able to help create a real Mikawa flower festival.
Ok. Cara, eu tô na sua.
Following me. Too slow.
Vamos lá.
All right, here will do. Thank you for agreeing to come with me.
Não há de quê.
Actually, I was delighted when I first discovered that I could take on a human form. I was a yokai derived from a pair of Hagoita who came into being in the middle of a festival. So naturally, I enjoyed the lively festival atmosphere. I wanted to go to more festivals, become friends with humans, and play Akitsu Yugen with them. But every evening, as night began to set in, I'd recall the bitter smile of the old samurai as he set down the Hagoita.
Eu vou chorar de
And
novo,
the
não
lonely
vou.
Kamai sighing as he drank his sake. Then I would wonder, if I became friends with a human, would that person experience the same melancholy in the future? As a result, I was convinced that I couldn't do it. I told myself I would not repeat that same mistake.
Ok.
I'm sorry that I spoke so strangely when we first met. I'm sure it must have scared you. I expected you to flee in terror, but when we met again, you acted like you had no trouble being around me. I knew you mistook me as one of the yokai, but instead of telling you the truth, I went and played Akitsu Yugen with you.
Por quê?
I'm not completely sure myself. Perhaps it's because I've always wanted to be like Kamai and play Akitsu Yugen with humans. Or perhaps it was because I knew I didn't have much time left, and I didn't want to be alone. Anyway, thank you for taking the time to play with me. When we played Akitsu Yugen, Paimon said the loser would have to grant the winner a wish. At the time, I wished for us to never cross paths again. However, you still came and found me. Meaning, you never granted my wish. So, can I make another wish? Let me think. I wish for you to remember me. No. I only have one wish, so I better make it count. Okay. Listen carefully. My wish is, I wish that every day of your journey ahead will be filled with joy, like a festival.
Pois é. E lá vou eu chorar por mais uma NPC genérica que eu conhecia 2 quests atrás. E é isso.
Behold,
Ai, ai.
I've grown taller. I'm so tall. Everyone else looks so tiny now.
Ok.
Every year when the fireworks go off, I say to myself, another year has already passed. As each year passes by, your life gradually approaches its end. But I don't think that's a bad thing. Like I always say, fireworks are for now, but friends are forever.
Por quê? Por que essa frase aqui? Qual a necessidade?
After hearing Chizuru describe the original Mikawa Flower Festival, I wanted to arrange another chance to talk with her about it. I didn't expect that would be our last conversation.
Ai, ai, ai.
When Ayato approached me about holding the Test of Courage event, it dawned on me that this would be the perfect opportunity to help Chizuru face her problem. Kamai and the samurai's parting was one of the first things she experienced when she was partially sentient and didn't have her human form yet. This was a very traumatic experience for her, and she could never come to grips with it by reasoning alone. The best option for her was to directly interact with humans. There's no need to feel sad. I believe she was content when she left us.
É isso,
So,
né?
did you enjoy the Test of Courage?
Odiei.
Once I learned of the yokai's intentions to hold a festival, I wanted to spread the word and attract people to their event. However, it occurred to me that doing so might be overly ambitious. So I decided on using the Test of Courage's notoriety to attract visitors, and left the rest to the yokai. I had an inkling that their presence would spice up the event.
Ai, ai. Sim, inclusive a parte 1 deve sair amanhã. A parte 1 desse evento.
Will you have some time in the next few days, Kazuha? I'd like you to work on a case with me.
Oh, did you run into some trouble?
Not exactly. It's just an old case with almost no tangible leads. But I believe your attuned sense of nature might allow us to discover some new clues.
Sure. I can stay after the festival and we can go investigate together.
Great!
My pleasure. It's no trouble at all.
Rezou, uso Kazuha de cachorro farejador. É mole.
Lifespans, partings, it really gets you thinking, doesn't it? But, I got nothing. Alls I know is I'll never regret meeting you.
It was, heartbreaking to learn of Chizuru's story. To be honest, I experienced that same kind of sorrow when I'm on the battlefield. I don't know when I'll lose my comrades, so I try to appreciate every moment.
Para, Goro, para. Não vai perder companheiro nenhum. Para. Não vai morrer ninguém na guerra. Que guerra? Acabou a guerra já.
Even though I knew my lord had most likely planned everything before the Test of Courage even began, I was still caught off guard. But in retrospect, it was a lot of fun.
É isso. Acabou. E esse foi a história aí do evento. Teste de coragem. Ah, achei triste. Ai, ai. Nossa, tô triste. Tá, bom, essa quest vai ficando por aqui. Temos... vai ficar em 3 partes mesmo. Desculpa aí, pessoal do YouTube. É o que dá pra fazer. Eu sou lento pra fazer as quests. Na próxima, então, eu jogo os minigamezinhos daí. E aí eu jogo com vocês aí, chat. A gente joga no multiplayer. E era isso. Beleza? Muito legal a quest. Eu gostei. Achei muito legal. Eu sempre acho muito legal quando tem vários personagens juntos, assim, interagindo. Mesmo que seja pouco, tipo, mesmo que teve essa interação do Ito com o Gorou, a do Reizou com o Kazuha. Algumas interações aqui e lá sempre são muito legais. É sempre bom quando os eventos envolvem vários personagens e não só um ou dois.